What's up guys, it's me your boy SteveRandom here, and in today's video I'm doing fragrances known for. It's a series I'm going to be starting, and it's basically going to be like, for example, in today's video, fragrances that are known for their longevity. Basically what I mean by that is that when I look at, my collection, or look what I'm going to wear this day, or how I'm feeling, if I want to go for one that has long longevity, if I want to go for one that has like long lasting and just stays on the whole day, these are the fragrances I'm going to go for. And I'm going to limit it to 5 fragrances because I don't want to make it 10 fragrances, because then that would just mean I have too many options, and I want to limit the options so I can make the best ones stand out from my collection. So let's start off with number 5. By the way, any of these ones in this list are going to be long lasting, but as we go higher, obviously it will get more and more long lasting. But let's start off with Armani Code Absolute. Now Armani Code Absolute has a lot of tonka bean, vanilla. It just screams out winter for me, and it gives that vibe off where this is my top 10 best winter fragrance, and I'm definitely going to be rocking this a lot more because I did get this like only about a week ago. But since I've been using it for that 1 week, I realized it is a very, very heavy powerhouse. Like, this thing does last on for a while. Now I'm not going to be counting in projection for these, because obviously if something would last long, it probably would project in the first bit. These also have good projection. In terms of long lasting, this thing will be on your skin, on your clothes, even 10 hours after you spray. Armani Code Absolute at my number 5. Now my number 4 is a heavy hitter. It's just, I think recently I've heard, and I'm not entirely sure, that's why I put it at number 4, because I don't really know the info about this one. But this one is a very, very long lasting fragrance, but I heard in the recent, reformulations, whatever, it hasn't been doing that well. This is Dior Homme Intense. Now you guys can let me know if this one lasts long in the recent, formulations, but this one is a 2016 or 2015, and it does really last long. Now this is in about 3 years, that's how much I've used, or probably about 4 years at least. That's how much I've used. So I don't need much to put on when I use this, and it is a very long lasting fragrance. It's definitely one that at least lasts 12 hours. Dior Homme Intense, I'm pretty sure you guys know the kind of how this one smells, but if you don't, it has this heavy iris, which people say gives off a lipstick smell kind of vibe. Pretty much the iris is the heavy dominant in this fragrance, mixed with a little bit of woods. This is Dior Homme Intense at my number 4 spot. Now if you're tired of those dark smelling fragrances that will last long, this one is not like that. This one's kind of the opposite. It's a very heavy, uplifting fragrance, and definitely smells a little bit to me on the feminine side, but I still rock it, and it's really good, really lasts long. It's a really strong fragrance. This one is Andromeda Bite Fiona Terenzi. This fragrance opens up with a heavy hit of peach, and it's just a little bit of a floral vibe too. It's a very heavy hitter, and it actually kind of smells a little bit synthetic when you first spray it on, especially if you smell it up close. But if you let it air out a little bit, let it go through your day, when you smell it again in like 6-7 hours, it will smell a lot better, and you will still be able to smell it like from this far away pretty much. It's really strong. It lasts a long time on my skin. Definitely one of the longest lasting fragrances I have in my collection. Andromeda by Fiona Terenzi at my number 3 spot. My number 2 spot is something I don't really have to talk about, but you guys know the deal. This is a very heavy hitter, and it's also can be, synthetic and all that, but if it does last long and it does smell good, I'm gonna use it. This one's Invictus by Paco Rabanne. And my number 1 might come to a surprise to some of y'all, but it is one I've gone recently, and I've just realized, man, this thing does last on for a while. This one is Tom Ford Black Orchid. Now interestingly enough, this one is marketed for women, but I still use it and it still smells great. I think it's definitely more unisex, but it works well either way. It does last on very, very long. The opening is pretty much what you smell throughout the whole fragrance, and the dry down becomes a little bit darker, like it has this like dark chocolate kind of vibe, but it becomes darker in the dry down, but it's just the florals dominate the whole fragrance, and It opens up, you know, florally with a little bit of dark chocolate in there, and it just mixes well that it just stays on for the whole day pretty much. I usually don't just spray one of this. I don't spray one spray of this, even though it's very, very long lasting. It's not very heavy projection, but it's very long lasting, so I usually spray about 3 sprays and I can smell it the whole day. Tom Ford Black Orchid at my #1 spot. And that's pretty much it, guys. If you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what long lasting fragrances you have. Obviously there's a ton more out there, but these are just the ones off my collection. Obviously ones that are also long lasting that I have might sit in the 6th and 7th and 8th spot. They don't make it to the top 5 like these ones did. And that's my #1. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and peace.